You're watching INDIE Filmmakers Gear Friday, and in this episode, the Holyland Solidcom SA Pro, the iPhone 17 Pro in the Tilta Chronos rig, and the DJI Mini 5 Pro with the freewheel ND filters.
INDIE Filmmakers Gear Friday.
First up is the Holyland Solidcom SE Pro, a wireless communication system designed for small and medium film crews. The system can work up to 400 meters in clear line of sight, and it uses the 1.9 GHz band, which helps avoid interference from Wi-Fi and Bluetooth devices. We started by testing it in an open field. Even though it was windy, the audio stayed very clean, and you can easily turn the volume up or down on the headset depending on how loud the environment is. With the clear line of sight, I walked back around 200 meters and the connection stayed strong and stable. What I did notice is that once I went behind the sand dune, the signal cut out and I had to walk back into clear line of sight for the connection to return. As long as you stay in clear line of sight, the connection remains stable. We tested the set also in an area with walls, buildings and different types of opticals around us. The connection is solid as long as you don't go too far, but if you move around the corner or a wall blocks the signal, the connection can drop out. It all depends on how much interference there is in an area, how thick the walls are and how far you move away. In the box you get 12 rechargeable batteries and the standard headset can run up to 10 hours on a single battery. So you have more than enough power for a full shooting day. The price of this 6-person Holyland Solidcom SE Pro kit is around $1,000. Next, I tested the ProRes RAW on the iPhone 17 Pro mounted in the full Tilta Chronos rig, which comes with a fan, light and side handle. What I really like is that the rig makes the phone feel more like a filmmaking tool and less like a regular phone. I've tested the ProRes RAW during the day and in the evening, and the results were surprisingly clean, sharp and detailed. You also get OpenGate recording in 4K ProRes RAW, and you have two optical lenses, the 24mm and the 100mm, which is a big upgrade. The Chronos kit also adds a cooling fan that helps prevent overheating, a side handle that makes the camera feel way more stable, a place to mount lights or a small microphone, and a built-in power bank inside the handle. One thing that I did notice is that shooting in high-quality RAW files drains the phone battery much faster. When you need high-quality video but you don't have space for a bigger camera, this setup becomes a real filmmaking tool that still fits in a small bag. The Tilta Chronos full kit comes at a price of $380. Next, we took a look at the DJI Mini 5 Pro. The new 1-inch sensor gives you better dynamic range and can record up to 4K at 120 frames. The flight time has also improved. You now get up to 36 minutes per battery. I also tested the upgrading tracking system, and what I've noticed is when walking, the tracking works smooth and clean. Tracking a car worked also really good, but when I was flying over water with two boats crossing each other, I noticed that the drone lost the tracking. So the tracking is really good, but it does have some limits, especially with water reflections or far distance. If you get a drone, I always recommend getting an ND filter set. I've been using Freewell's ND filters, which gives me plenty options for various shoots. This means you don't need to raise your shutter speed too much. A slower shutter gives you natural motion blur, which looks more cinematic, especially flying over fields, trees or roads. Without ND filters, your footage can look sharp and jittery. The Mini 5 Pro with Freewell's filters gives you a really good result, and it's one of the best compact drone setups for creators today. The DJI Mini 5 Pro Fly More Combi sells around $1,200 and the Freewell filter set is between $69 and $129. Thanks for watching and don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel and follow us on Instagram and TikTok at INDIE Filmmakers.
INDIE Filmmakers Gear Friday.